10 most expensive purchases on Pawn Stars. Before we start, I'd like you to hit that red subscriber button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Trendy. In their 15 years on the air, Pawn Stars has made some massive purchases, betting that they could draw profit if they resold the items in their shop. Here are 10 of the most expensive purchases on Pawn Stars. 200 pounds of silver. The owner, Jeff of 200 pounds or 3,000 ounces of pure silver, decided that it was time to get paid on the investment his father told him about when he was younger. So he wheeled into the shop sacks and bags of silver. From bars to coins, everything in it was pure silver. Mary Ford's 1961 Gibson SG Les Paul guitar, $150,000. Guitars have always been one of the more valuable items to come through pawn shops. The ones that date back to the rock era tend to be worth a ton and always seem to find themselves into the shops like this one did. The only difference is that the owner of this guitar showed it to Rick and then said it belonged to his Aunt Mary and that she used to play it with her husband, Les Paul. Original Where the Wild Things Are artwork, $310,000. As Pawn Stars continues to get bigger and bigger each and every single year, so does Rick's bank account. He's gone from making some cool deals in his shop to traveling to private sellers and local dealers to make offers on extremely rare and unique items that are worth enormous amounts of cash. This one in particular remains one of the coolest and has to do with how rare it is. He was approached by a dealer who had the original artwork for the book Where the Wild Things Are, and that was one of a kind. The original asking price was $350,000, and Rick made a play for them at $250,000, in which a deal was done. JFK Cigar Humidor, $575,000. Since there are not very many of former President John F. Kennedy's cigar humidors flying around, whenever one shows up, the value of it can be mixed. This box even featured some untouched cigars belonging to the former president, but in order to figure out a value, it was going to have to take a little bit of research. Jimi Hendrix 1963 Fender Stratocaster guitar, $750,000. One of the most amazing items to ever come to the shop was Jimi Hendrix 1963 Fender Stratocaster electric guitar. The serial number on the back of the guitar was the quickest way for them to identify it as the real deal because that specific guitar is actually a documented Jimi Hendrix played guitar. When the owner brought it into the shop, he knew it had a ton of value, but he was blown away when the guitar expert revealed his numbers of $750,000 to $1 million. 2001 New England Patriots Super Bowl championship ring, $100,000. Former New England Patriots defensive back Brock Williams showed up at the shop one day to make a deal for his commemorative 2001 Super Bowl championship ring. It's not often that an actual Super Bowl championship ring makes it into the shop, so Rick was giddy with excitement when he saw the ring. 1932 Lincoln Roadster, $95,000. It's not often that Rick makes a deal with a seller that ends with him giving someone actual gold in exchange for an item, let alone a 1932 Lincoln Roadster. But when he was approached by the owner, who goes by the name Uncle Phil of a 1932 Lincoln Roadster, he was drooling at the chance to own such a rare vintage vehicle. The Beatles' original contract, $1 million. They have sold 600 million albums around the world and have 20 Billboard #1 hit songs since they decided to form their group nearly 60 years ago. But none of that would have been possible without an official contract, which was written up and signed by John Lennon, George Harrison, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and their manager Brian Epstein back in 1962. That original, and the only one in the world today, was brought into the store one day, and the seller wanted a $1 million cash for it, not a penny less. Stephen Stills' 1941 Gibson SJ200 guitar, $105,000. Stephen Stills was a member of the rock and roll group Crosby, Stills and Nash, and is a legendary guitar player. When a young man showed up with it in the shop, it didn't take very long before an expert verified the authenticity of it. Jesse, his local guitar expert, loved the guitar, a rare 1941 Gibson SJ200, and even let the owner know about it. The guitar itself was worth $75,000 at least, but being owned by Stephen Stills turned that price up to another $20,000 more. 1922 Proof Piece High Relief Dollar Coin, $100,000. One of the rarest coins in American history is the 1922 Proof Piece High Relief Dollar Coin. If you ask any coin collector, they would tell you that not only is this one of the most amazing coins you will ever see on Pawn Stars, they would love to own a Proof Piece dollar coin, and not just this one. It is one of the few coins that are legends in the denomination universe. The seller of the coin ended up winning it in a card game and wanted $20,000 for it. But when he came into the building, an expert went to look at it and the price shot up another $100,000. After Rick figured out a good price point, $80K, a deal was struck and both parties walked away happily. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any videos in the future. Also, why not watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, we'll see you in the next video.